Today we're at the Ohio 4-H Center, and we're at a program/event that is really one that's thinking outside of the box. It's called Coweer Expo, and let's put the emphasis on C-O-W. And we have a lot of youth here today from 12 to 22, and I think we have an OSU student that's even 34 that have come to learn a little more about the dairy industry. We're interested in making it more sustainable. Kids are in workshops right now and they're engaged, but I have with me two very important people who are part of the displays and the business of dairy here in the state of Ohio. So first of all, I have Kyle Sharp, and he's editor of Ohio's Country Journal. And tell us a little bit about your journey with cows.
My journey with cows. Well, I grew up on a dairy farm in Fairfield County, about 40 minutes south of Columbus here. My dad and my grandfather before him milked cows, and we have a grass-based dairy. My dad still milks cows. We do rotational grazing, and so I grew up baling a lot of hay and working a lot on the farm with the dairy. So had that background and the love of farming and agriculture and so forth, and got to the point where I graduated high school, was going to go off to college, and decided I still wanted to be in agriculture, but with our dairy the size we had and everything, it wasn't a whole lot of opportunity there so much, but wanted to still be involved, so went to Ohio State, degree in agricultural communications, and graduated, worked for Ohio State for a bit, and then became the editor of Ohio's Country Journal a few years back, probably about 8-9 years ago now, and I've been doing that ever since. And the nice part is while I'm not out there, in the field or in the parlor doing the milking myself, I get to share a lot of information about dairy and what's going on with the markets with the dairy and how to, health-related issues, whatever the stories might be of that time period, with the people who are reading our magazine. And we come out 24 times a year, twice a month, and so that keeps me busy. Glad to be here.
And we're glad, too, because we see a lot about youth on the pages of Ohio's Country Journal, and that's so important. You dedicate endless ads of copy to kids and adults as well. So you've probably seen a few grow up, because I know you've taught here just a little bit at the university, too. Is that correct?
Yeah, I taught an agricultural communications course for a couple years on basically writing and current ag issues, and yeah, we have a dedicated 4-H page regularly in the magazine, a dedicated FFA page, and then also just lots of results from events and judging contests and so forth. So we try to get as much emphasis on the kids, and usually when it's state fair or whatever, we usually try to run youth pictures more, from the junior shows more than the adults. Kids are funner to look at, I guess. So. Well,
we certainly appreciate what you do, and taking the time to be here today to kind of help kids get a nudge on their career journey. That's pretty special. Yeah. So that's Kyle Sharp from Ohio's Country Journal, and we thank him. But now we're going to shift gears a little bit, if I can, and we have Sherry Bear here from the American Jersey Cattle Association, and we used to work together, so I have a little bit of a direct correlation, and she's charge of development there. But tell us a little bit in your interest in being here today, Sherry.
Well, we're delighted to be here because we think it's very important to be recruiting our best and brightest young people for the exciting careers that are available to them in the dairy industry. And what they're finding out through an event like this today is that there are many more opportunities than just simply, and not just simply, but being on home, milking cows and producing milk. There are opportunities all the way in the health field, in the marketing, product development, dairy foods. The range of opportunities are enormous.
Tell me a little bit about the program that Jersey started last year and was right here on Ohio State University's campus.
Bonnie, thank you for asking about that. Jersey Youth Academy was created by the Jersey community through a big fundraiser in the fall of 2008, and we had a first-year class of 36 students selected from all across the United States who spent a week in Columbus, worked here on the Ohio State campus, and it was a full scholarship program for these older high school students and college students going to still have at least 1 year left in their program. And we did everything from visited food science here, we visited Select Sires, we went up north to Smith Dairy, a lot of different tours, a lot of educational programs packed into a full week. And it was wonderful to have Ohio State as the base for that. And then it gave us the opportunity to go to the headquarters office of the Jersey Association. We've been here since, I think, 1947. when we moved from New York City and built offices here in Columbus. And this gave people an opportunity that they don't often have, to come to the national headquarters and to meet all of the staff, see what they do day in, day out, and get a behind-the-scenes look at where the board of directors, where the leadership, where our staff intends to take the Jersey breed in the future.
That's pretty exciting. I was excited about that program too. But you know what, people? It gave me some ideas for today. And today we have over 23 exhibitors who have given up a Saturday to share with youth. And I can't think of a more important task than helping these kids find a career and find it within the dairy industry. So there you have it from Coweer Expo.
Down the Road is brought to you in part by Prince Agra, makers of Omnigen AF, advancing animal nutrition for healthy animals, and Woodruff Enterprise of Springfield, Ohio,